Kevin Porter Jr. Garrison Matthews. Jayshawn Tate. Christian Wood. From Michigan State, wearing 0, here's Sky Miles Bridges. At guard, 6'1" from Louisville, wearing number 3, Ted Rozier III. At forward, 6'7", number 20, Gordon Hayward. And guard, 6'8", from Chino Hills, wearing number 2, LaMelo Ball. These are your Charlotte Hornets.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Gordon Hayward signed with Charlotte last season. He said, we're anything but older and veteran, but we keep finding ways to win in clutch situations. That's something to build on. Each day, each game, we're getting better. We do that, and the results will take care of themselves. Guys, back to you.
Well, they are fun to watch, certainly, David. Thanks. A moment now to check out some numbers for Kelly Oubre.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Porter in the backcourt with Green to his side. Wood out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Matthews in at the small forward position. And for Charlotte, the guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Up of the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. Well, here we are, Clark, at the midway point of the season. Lots of guys banged up. Is it hard to decide for a player when to play through an injury and when to sit?
Yeah, you know, so many factors to consider there, Kevin. I mean, is the injury going to get worse by you trying to play? Is it a matter of pain tolerance and you won't do any additional damage? So that's the delicate dance you're trying to figure out when you're considering playing while not being 100%. The biggest one to me is obviously, is it a long-term impact if you continue to play?
And Hayward gets it to go.
Over the years, we've seen Hayward get stronger. He's packed on some muscle, and it helps him on these physical finishes.
And there's the pass to Wood. The shot, no good. Plumlee with some nice D. Bridges passes the ball. A shot by Hayward, wide open. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Hayward's got his second basket of the night.
You know, you can do so much with Hayward offensively because he's versatile. He's good off the bounce, and he can catch and shoot as well. Hayward against Matthews.
Porter looking it over. Pass to Green. Another miss by Houston. We've seen a quick start here for the Hornets. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
Hayward outside. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Left side, ball. 5 on the clock. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Green. Pass to Tate. And it's good for 2. Tate's only got his second basket.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Rozier. Good work there as it goes.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically, Greg, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot.
Now, here's Hayward. After the miss from Christian Wood. Bridges with it. Matthews covering. Bridges misses.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Here's Porter, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Nuggets. Tate with the rebound. He dishes it to Porter. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And the Hornets with possession here. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, a surprising victory. Looking like they'd go away easily, but boy, did they come on strong in the fourth. Big-time momentum just carrying them all the way for the win. Exciting basketball.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And Matthews kicks to Green. Down low. Here's Wood. That one's not going to go. And Charlotte will come the other way. Ball, the pass to Rozier. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. Taking a look at Charlotte, they're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season.
And you know, for the Hornets, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Wood against Plumlee, unloads, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Really a smart look that time by Wood, giving the ball up to his wide open teammate.
Ball against Porter. And here is Ball. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Now Porter He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
6 on the shot clock. Plumlee trying to break loose. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Porter. Driving in. He makes that one drop. Only a second. 5 tries. Charlotte leading by 7. Rozier looking around. Teardrop shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Rozier's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How about the touch by Terry Rozier on that floater? That is not an easy shot, folks. Matter of fact, I think it's one of the hardest shots in the game.
Now here's Matthews. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Bridges into the lane. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Richards is checked in. Washington comes in for Miles Bridges. Oubre is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Martin subbed in for Terry Rozier. Now here's Brooks. Passes it to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Love seeing Gordon work in the pick and roll. Great at pulling up to shoot once the screen comes his way.
Brooks against Ball. Washington with it. From 11 feet away. It's good. And the Hornets lead by 11.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here is Martin. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ball. They get it back. Washington kicks to Oubre. Now, here's Washington. Tate covering.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Gordon following the bucket by the Hornets. Top Tice. The pass to Tate. Shoots over Washington. And too long on the shot. Hornets leading by 13. Here's Ball. He's got 8. And he gets it to go. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now here's Gordon. The rebound by Richards. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Martin kicks to Ball. The dish to Oubre. Back to Ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Charlotte?
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, following the score by Houston. Martin dishes the ball. Charlotte gets it back. Oubre inside the three-point line. Charlotte no good that time either.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Over to the wing. Here's Christopher. No good with the triple.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the basket by Gordon.
Nice to see Gordon use his touch down low. I mean, not the biggest guy, but still skilled at scoring close to the bucket.
Ball against Tice. Washington passes to Martin. Pass to Oubre. Here's Richards. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
He hits both from the stripe. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Back to ball. Seconds left to play in the first quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Outside Gordon. From past the arc. Not going to go that time. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Hornets lead by 15. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. A shot that's become a staple for the league's top scorers. Case in point, Gordon Hayward among that group, and he does it so well.
I really like the step-back move. Being at 6'8", I feel like I can use a little bit of my quickness to get an advantage and then step back, and tall enough to shoot over some guys. So that's one of my moves.
One of many moves, Greg, but that probably is his signature move now.
Moves and counter moves. Hayward has a lot in his bag to keep defenders off balance.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Charlotte. All out there with Martin. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Richards in at the 5 down low.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
He logs up the alley-oop pass. And then Washington with the dunk.
And you cannot leave anybody open on balls, team, because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Christopher. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 5 to shoot. The shot missing. Great D that time from Martin.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Rockets trail by 17. Christopher, the pass to Brooks. In the corner, it's Martin. Outside, Gordon. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Even when Gordon is under pressure, he finds a way to score the ball. That's what he is. He is a determined and capable scorer.
Now, here's Oubre. 23 points for him the last game against Denver.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Here's Ball. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Martin. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
Even though he's not the tallest power forward, Washington does have good bounce and a long reach. Plays bigger than he is.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Charlotte. Terry Rozier comes in for Ball. Porter's checked in for the Rockets. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Gordon kicks to Porter. That 3 off the mark. Hornets leading by 15. Hayward outside. Pass to Rozier. Tice against Oubre. Lays it up off the glass.
Crafty and cash it in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Here's Gordon. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Uses the glass to finish the lane. Rozier's got 8 points.
One of the things coaches like is aggressive players, and Rozier is that in spades.
Here's Gordon driving to the basket.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
Oubre, good.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Porter. And Rozier pulls it down.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. And that's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that one is good. And, Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
Always will will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
And it's Rozier missing. Rockets trail by 17. Here's Christopher. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Gordon.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Rozier finds Oubre. With the drive, score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And Kelly Oubre, the new face on the Hornets, was hoping to get a bigger deal in free agency. The market, though, just not there for him. Ended up with a 2-year deal in a situation where he feels he can show his work.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Plumlee is checked in for P.J. Washington. And it's Miles Bridges in for Martin. Wood against Plumlee. Here's Wood. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
Oubre dishes to Hayward. At the top of the key, Plumlee. He kicks it to Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Dishes it to Bridges. Here's Rozier. That shot is off. The Rockets go the other way with it. Tate the pass to Porter. Here's Wood all alone. Offensive rebound. Bridges with some nice defense.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Rozier finds Plumlee. Yep, it counts. Plumlee's got his second bucket of the night.
When Rozier is seeing the floor that well, makes everything easier for him and his team.
Rozier against Porter. Going inside. Some solid defense from Rozier. Charlotte leading by 18. Passes it to Oubre. Plays it up and banks it in. Oubre's got 8 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked. And they're able to recover. And Plumlee kicks to Hayward. Dives to the hoop. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Houston Rockets. Here's Tate. Misses off the right iron. Hornets shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Bridges misses. Rockets trail by 20. On the wing, Green. The pass to Wood. To the inside. Porter, no luck.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Bridges outside. And here is Rozier. 17 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Here's Porter. Wood trying to free himself up. And that one's good by Porter. He's got 6.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Oubre outside. Rozier the pass to Plumlee. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Rozier against Wood. And it's Rozier missing.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Porter. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's Rozier. 8 points for him. He dishes it to Bridges for 3. Hayward knocks down the 3 ball. Hayward's got 8.
Hayward very reliable from deep now. You can't let him get his feet set and get comfortable from that distance.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Rozier. The Rockets making the shot. Bank shot, no good.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Tate. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Bridges with some nice defense. Oubre inside the 3-point line. The Rockets pull it in. Wood's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Tate. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Oubre. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
Free throw, good, Oubre. And some changes here for the Hornets. Richards is checked in, and Ball subbed in for Rozier. And both free throws good for Oubre. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Brooks feeling it out a bit. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here we go, one-on-one. Ball against Brooks. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 16 points.
Tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
Green inside the 3-point line. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Hornets head coach James Borrego. Coach, what are you getting from LaMelo Ball in the first half?
Great job, getting us into our sets. Defensively, he's been great. Offensively, getting us into a rhythm, pushing the pace. When we don't have something, getting us into our offense.
He's done it all so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Big-time play throughout the first half for LaMelo Ball. He had 16 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on the Hornets' first half?
Well, they were...
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So on the floor for Houston. Porter in the backcourt with Green to his side. Jayshawn Tate out there with Matthews. And it's Wood in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Bridges against Porter. Shoots over Bridges. Porter, no luck. Hornets leading by 23. Now Rozier. Over Green. It's rebounded by Houston. Tate's only got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Porter. Now Matthews. Defended by Bridges. Tate with the ball. There's Porter with the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Ball surveying the defense. 3-pointer, Hayward. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night.
And it's hard to believe that Gordon Hayward has been playing for over a decade in the NBA. Now a seasoned vet, firmly in the second half of his career.
Green against Plumlee. Green inside. Outside Matthews. Clock at 6. Over Hayward. The Rockets with another miss. And Hayward has had a bit of a career renaissance lately, looking more and more like his old self.
And Kevin, it's just great to see him playing at this level again. I think it's testament to how much he loves the game of basketball, as well as how badly this guy wants a chance to win a championship.
Here's Porter trying to get something going. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Ball's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Houston, they've gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Rozier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside Porter. Plumlee against Wood. From deep, Green buries the long-range jumper. Green's got 5 points so far.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And Ball slams it in.
Oh, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
Plumlee against Wood. Over Plumlee. Wood can't hit. The Hornets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And Hayward gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside, Green. Passes to Tate. Now Matthews. Shot clock at 5. There's the pass to Wood. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Washington's checked in for the Hornets. And then for Houston, Daniel Tice is checked in for Jayshawn Tate. And Gordon subbed in for Matthews. From the inbound. And it's Gordon missing. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 14-3 run right now. Over in the corner, Rozier. No good on that one. Great tee that time from Green. To the middle, here's Porter. Tice trying to break free. That's good from Porter on the assist by Green.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Now, here's Rozier. 11 points in the game. Bridges, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Charlotte making a switch. Martin's checked in, and the Rockets making a change here. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Hornets have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Outside, Martin. Charlotte moving the ball around. Rozier kicks to Bridges. Back to Rozier. Bridges inside. 7 points in the game. The second chance effort. And the layup falls. Bridges has got 9 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Gordon against Martin. Pass to Porter. Now, here's Tice. The dish to Gordon. And he banks in the layup. 17 points in the game.
And, you know, when Gordon gets going, the D better watch out. I mean, he heats up fast. Excellent at getting to his spots.
Pass to Rozier. And here is Washington. There's Ball with the 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
I'll tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Gordon dishes to Porter. Tice trying to break free. And that one's good by Porter.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Ball against Porter. Now, here's Ball. He's guarded closely. 2 points. That one goes. Ball's got 25 points.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Here's Gordon, and there's the drive. And Rozier pulls it down. Charlotte has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Back to Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Martin against Gordon. Pass to Porter. Back to Gordon. Outside Porter. And the pass to Tice. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity. Gone awry.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Charlotte making a switch here. Richards is checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Brooks checked in. And finished off by Martin.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front. You look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Rockets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Tice. Here's Martin. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Tice. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Christopher, count that bucket.
Well, we know Eric Gordon is a great shooter now, but he is also willing to make the extra pass.
Charlotte's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Bridges kicks to Martin. Outside, Ball. Shot clock at 2. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, what a rookie season for LaMelo Ball. He was the 3rd overall pick and saw immediate action for the Hornets. And in my mind, Kevin, I thought he was the clear Rookie of the Year front runner early.
The first one falls.
And Ball began his rookie season coming off the bench, but eventually they had to find a way to start it.
Yeah, clearly, Greg, he needed to be in the starting lineup, and he actually started until the wrist injury. He showed that he was an elite rookie. This team has a great future with him running the point guard spot.
Oubre's checked in for the Hornets. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, I tell you, I like Ball's mental makeup for such a young guy. Plays with patience and the wisdom of a 10-year vet, and he produces in every area.
Brooks against Ball. Brooks, the pass to Christopher. Here's Tice. The layup off target. In the corner, it's Oubre. Pass to Washington. Şengün with the rebound. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Christopher, that's good.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Here's Martin. Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Tice inside. He's covered by Ball.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Here's Washington. No good that time. So Houston will take it the other way. Now here's Brooks, guarded closer.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Plumlee comes in for Washington. And Gordon Hayward's subbed in for Martin. And the basket is good.
You know, as a playmaker, Ball can look off the defender and drop dimes with either hand.
Brooks finds Green. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Plumlee with some nice D. Hayward looking around. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
I think you got to push Hayward farther away from the hoop. Once he's this close, he's going to score.
Green fires from way outside, and they recover it. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Hornets ahead, just dominating this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Rockets shooting poorly, just 35% so far. We've got Ish Smith. He's out there with ball. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Şengün. Drops in the short one.
Garrison Matthews.
Here's Smith. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Kicks it to McDaniels. Offline with his 3. Inside. Back to Augustine. Here's the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. Augustine's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, it's obvious and easy to talk about Augustine's speed. He's a speed merchant, but how about his creativity there?
Now, here is Smith. Tate covering. Smith, no luck. The Rockets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Matthews dishes to Augustine. Brooks outside. Shoots over ball. Here's Şengün. It's blocked. Smith up top. Tate covering. Augustine against Smith. Here's Ball. And again, the Hornets missing. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Houston. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Here's Smith. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Rockets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Brooks kicks to Augustine. Here's Şengün. Back to Augustine. That's tipped. Here's the break. Smith on the wing. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
That's how you pass the pumpkin. I mean, Smith really keeps his head on the swivel to get that ball over to his open teammates.
And for Houston, they're shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And, guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Richards passes to Bouknight. Here's Richards. Brooks covering. Lets it go from 14. The Rockets pull it in.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Free throw line jump shot. And it's Mwaba missing. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Here's Smith. Nice D from Brooks.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Pass to Bouknight. And Bouknight slams it in.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The Rockets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Augustine against Smith. Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. Hammers the alley-oop through.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Smith the pass to McDaniels. Driving the lane, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Here's Richards. Passes it to Bouknight. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 6 rebounds in the game. Mwaba kicks to Augustine. From 13, it's rebounded by Charlotte.
I wouldn't say.
And so it's Houston with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Augustine passes to Şengün. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Feeds it to Martin. Misses from short range. Charlotte's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And he dunks it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Christopher. Rebound by Smith.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And here is McDaniel. The pass to Smith. Down low. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
For Houston, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Now Augustine. Here he goes. No good with the layup. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Augustine looking around and finished off by Martin.
And Augustine has run the pick and roll countless times. I mean, he's very comfortable threading the needle in these sets.
Back to Smith. Even with the offensive explosion we saw last year, Clark, there were some elite defensive teams. Which team do you think has the toughest D in the NBA right now?
Well, I think you could lean towards the Sixers for what I evaluate. I mean, they had 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidates last season in Embiid and Simmons. And Simmons is as versatile and tough a defender as there is in the league. They set the tone for the rest of the team. And you can't discount the Golden State Warriors either. When you got a guy like Draymond Green and other good defenders with him, that team can be pretty stingy defensively too.
Augustine against Smith. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. 6 to shoot. And it's Mwaba missing. Here's Charlotte. Big stretch here going 10-2. Smith with it. Got a piece of it. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Christopher. A big dunk at the end of the break.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
And it's Smith penetrating. Pass to McDaniels. Second chance shot. Rockets with the rebound. Now here is Martin. He kicks to Augustine. Pass to Christopher from deep. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got his 5th assist in this one. Augustine against Smith. Pass to McDaniels. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. The Rockets making a switch here. Tice is checked in. There's 1:26 left in the fourth. 5 to shoot. Here's Christopher. Bouknight with the rebound.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Charlotte.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
Absolutely. I mean, they had this date circled on the calendar for redemption. I mean, you never want to lose 2 games and be swept. And it can be harder in an East-West game than playing against teams in your own conference. So this is a big win for them.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for LaMelo Ball.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Augustine against Smith. And here's Augustine. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Mason Plumlee. A lot of points tonight. What was working so well offensively?
Well, we're sharing the ball so well. It's fun to watch, I'm sure, but we have possessions where every guy might touch the ball almost twice. So when you get movement like that, it's hard to guard, and it's a fun way to play.
You did have the defense on its toes tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.